good wishes. To them, I record my sincere gratefulness. It is customary that we review our performance in price and crop, as well as what are the difficulties faced by our industries, what we look forward from the government as well as from the unions and all other stakeholders who are associated with us. Past year has been marked with significant challenges and opportunities. Despite facing numerous hurdles, our industry has demonstrated resilience and adaptability. I would like to highlight a few key issues which warrant our attention. 2024 was a year of contradictions. We began with a promising crop and good prices, but by year end, our prices has dropped very drastically, and our production in Barak Valley has dropped by 0.36%. Many gardens of the Barak Valley has suffered a severe setback by hailstorm, and significant crop loss has taken place. In effort to balance demand and supply, tea board brought forward closure date, and then after substandard teas were imported from other countries, and thereby our effort to limit our production has been negated. Despite collective efforts to restrict production, the decision ultimately got negated. And you see, together we must explore sustainable solution to protect the livelihood of those dependent on tea cultivation and ensure sector stability. Climate change poses significant threat to our industry. Rising temperatures, erratic weather patterns, and increased frequency of natural disasters have disrupted traditional agriculture practices. To mitigate this risk, we must adapt technology resilience, climate resilience technique, and invest in sustainable practices. As we navigate in inevitable development and urbanization, tea gardens are increasingly being approached to relinquish their leasehold land. This poses significant limitation for the employment, because employment and productions are directly connected to the landholding, and we need to be adequately compensated. A committee was constituted to finalize what should be the compensation per tea bush and the shade tree, and on February 20, 2024, a recommendation was given that rupees 381 per tea bush and rupees 7,500 per shade tree should be given. But in Assam, it has not taken place. West Bengal has already adopted that, and actually Assam has not. So, I drew attention of our Honorable Minister to look into this matter. One related note, we have advocating for establishing a tea cell in Deputy Commissioner's office. Last year also we have put a proposal forward, but we hope that it sees some progress in this aspect. Minister sir, you are here, and I am going to draw your attention to a aspect of your department only. We as a tea grower, we have to provide ration to our workers. We are buying it from the open market and giving on the subsidized rate at 54 paisa. While National Food Security Act also giving them the ration at the rate of 5 kg per person per month. So there is a double supply, and thereby that is huge absenteeism in tea garden. West Bengal government is routing NFSA food quota through tea gardens. So again, there is a disparity of level playing, because West Bengal's cost of production is almost 5 rupees less per kg, whereas in Assam garden have to bear that cost. If the government route the NFSA quota through the tea garden management, today you have to pay handling charges, transportation charges to your dealers, and if it is done through the tea garden, government can save this cost. The industry in Assam will be given level playing field with the West Bengal, and it will reduce the burden on the tea gardens, whereby it will become more competitive and sustainable. As a fourth time chairman of SPB ITA, I would like to address today two important issues which our Barak Valley is facing. One is infrastructural bottlenecks, and second is power supply disruptions. As far as total power availability is concerned, some gardens get as high as 90% power. But the problem is frequent disruption. So if load shedding takes place, every load shedding loses productive hours of almost half hour. So if I get 10 disruption in a day, we are losing 5 working hours. So this need to be addressed by doing extensive maintenance work in this winter month, so that during our peak production period we get very steady power. Second is our roads connecting to Guwahati and beyond. This Silchar to Saurashtra highway is 25 kilometer road in Dima Hasao, is not yet complete, and National Highway number 6, which is passing through Meghalaya, is in very deplorable conditions. So if these two roads are mended and made pliable, our additional cost will be reduced. The third one is, it is for attention of our planter friend. Kachar was relatively pest free. We were spending almost 1,000 to 1,500 rupees per hectare on pest control. But ever since this PPC has been imposed on us, our pesticide cost per hectare is increasing. And earlier, these chemicals which were available, they were very effective. They say endosulfan. Only one chemical we were using, endosulfan and ethion, and we were having much better control. And climate change is also having impact on our pesticide consumption. To TRA is to look into this, and whether the chemical which are being recommended in PPC are getting resistant to our pest. So TRA has to look after this issue.